Well, we continue to learn and grow. I mean, we're taking positive steps forward, and we haven't been rewarded every game that we've played well. And then we've really had to overcome some negatives when we make one mistake. So our job is to limit the mistakes and build on the positives.
Heading to a place on the road, do you feel like you have to be more sound than you have to be at home with the way things can compile themselves, or do you feel like this team and the leadership, can kind of quell those things when things go wrong?
Yeah, I don't think we need to be really any different. We may lose a couple matchups, but our guys we prepared them to play against anybody. So we can be more simple on the road just because you're not worried about the matchups the same way. The other team can dictate those. And we just want to get pucks to the net. And when you're on the road, sometimes it feels like it's us against the world. And you get one and you're in their building, and that's a pretty special feeling on your bench when you can just feel like it's you and only you celebrating. And I know that we have good support that travels, but that's what the feeling is on the road that we're going to try and capture.
This team, more so than not, for a lot of the games this year, you guys have been able to outshoot the opposition, and when you haven't, the chances have been close to even. Do you feel like you're a few bounces away from kind of picking up wins where there would have been losses here?
Well, quite honestly, I think the difference has just been the power play. I mean, our power play, which started off so hot, maybe before other teams' penalty kill was ready, our power play just went cold, and it probably cost us a goal and a half a weekend. And if you add those goal and a halves on a weekend, all of a sudden that's a different result, because we've been right there. And we could say, we could dissect the game and tell you all the good things and all the bad things, but quite honestly, if the power play is getting a goal and a half on a weekend, then it might be a different feeling right now.
And it was obviously great to see Danny get rewarded with a goal there, his first career goal last time out. But it seems like you're still getting that scoring depth, and your depth will be tested again, obviously, this weekend with the back-to-backs here.
Yeah, Danny DeGrande has done everything right as a teammate, as a person. He hasn't been in the lineup but nearly as much as he would like. He brought really good energy. He also hit the crossbar when it was 4-3, late in the game. And if he can provide that type of offense, with his speed, he's got excellent size, then there's a real opportunity for him.
And obviously not going to tip your hand now, but you have 3 goalies that have seen have at times in their careers and at the season even played well for you. So does it make that decision that much tougher?
It is a tough decision. We like them all. And we're trying to evaluate past performance. We're trying to look at every single metric that might help us just gain an edge, because they're all capable of winning games, and they know we need to get a little bit better goaltending. They've been fine, but we can be a little bit better there. We can be a little better in a lot of areas. Goaltending is one of them.
Yeah, I think we feel good about how we play in every game, honestly. This last game, there were stretches where, we weren't at our best, but there was also stretches where we felt like we were, taking it to them. And them being a top 10 team and the way we were able to dominate at times, that gives us confidence. And I think that's something we need to build off of and work to consistently play at that level for 60 minutes.
Heading up to the North Country is always it's a different trip. Some people like it, some people don't. But you get together in the same hotel. There are certain aspects to it that are nice, but just the way you guys are playing, the way you guys played against Clarkson earlier this year, do you guys have confidence coming into the weekend?
Yeah, absolutely. That was a game we felt like we owned for the most part, and we saw their best, and we were able to counterpunch it, and it was a game we walked away from feeling that we could have at least tied, if not won. So yeah, that definitely gives you confidence. But like UMass, it's another top 10 team. They're going to be ready to go, especially on their sheet. And we need to show up ready to go from opening puck drop.
Is it easy to get fired up for those kind of games, kind of rivalry type games, when there's usually a pretty big crowd?
Yeah.
Even if you're on the road?
Yeah, absolutely. Anytime you have a rival, lined up against you, you wanna beat them up and ultimately win the game. And I think it would taste even better if we did it on their sheet and silence their fans like they did with ours.
And for you personally, I know you picked up some points in the last few games, and a couple of big ones. Obviously, the game-tying goal against and Brown helps set up the winner there. Are you feel like you're seeing the ice better, or is it chemistry with the guys you're playing with, Ashbrook and those guys, or what is it?
Yeah, I think playing with Ashbrook and Ov, I think we have a good chemistry going. I've been with Ashbrook almost the whole year, so we've gotten plenty of reps together, both in practice and in games. I don't think I've really changed anything that I've been doing throughout the season. I guess I'm just kind of getting the fortunate bounces at this time. I try to just continue to work hard and hope that the chances just come with that, and it's paying off.